Whether you're a white babushka from Russia or a young teen from Nigeria, you know who Will Smith is. Doesn't matter how old you are or even what your background is, Will Smith seems to be the most likable guy in the entertainment industry. Many of us know him as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Mike Lowrey from the movies Bad Boys. But he's also a rapper and more recently a YouTuber, with his channel exploding out of the stratosphere with 7 million subscribers in just 1 year on YouTube. I've got some work to do. In the past year, Will Smith has had time to jump out of a helicopter on his YouTube channel while playing the leading roles in the recently released Gemini Man movie, and yet this only seemed to make him more likable. There's just something about this guy that everyone falls in love with. So today, we're going to crack the code so that you can tap into some of the same tricks, some of the same behaviors, and allow you to put them into use into your own life. So here's the thing. There are 5 main reasons why Will Smith is so liked, and we're going to talk about those 5 reasons, but hang on, stay to the end of the video since the final reason is the most important one, which would be why it's number 1. Let's just get started. He is approachable. Will Smith is one of these celebrities who you watch on TV and think to yourself, I wonder if this guy is as cool in real life as he appears to be on TV. And the answer to that question is yes. We know this because you hear stories and accounts of people that have met him on the street or at the beach, and they all say the same thing. He always has a smile on his face, and he never passes up a chance to make people at ease and comfortable around him. There's a blog that I follow, Michael Janda. I'll link it below in the description in case anyone wants to read it, but he talks about an encounter that he had with Will Smith, where Will Smith was with his daughter Willow, and he was just standing there on the beach watching his daughter play in the water, and Michael and his sons approached Will. Well, as soon as Will noticed Michael and his sons, he turned towards him and smiled his great big Will Smith smile. Michael asked if they could take a picture, and without hesitation, Will Smith goes, absolutely, absolutely. I can't do impressions. The point is, he didn't hesitate. He was asked for a picture and he smiled. He never put out any signs of aggravation, or hesitation. His fans wanted a picture, and by George, a picture is what they were going to get. So the 5th reason why Will Smith is universally liked is because he is approachable. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and he loves to have fun. He loves people and he loves his fans. So when you go out to town, even if it's to the gas station or to the market, be approachable, which means smiling more, make eye contact with people, and just maintain an open posture. Because if you keep your hands or your arms crossed around your torso, people are going to see that as being uninviting. But the biggest thing you can do to become more approachable is smiling. Hey. The next one, he is confident. Will Smith has this confidence about him to where he knows he is at the top. He was once voted Hollywood's most powerful actor. He knows what he wants, he works his ass off for it, and he reaps the rewards. He carries himself with this aura about him that he knows what he is worth, but he doesn't take himself too seriously. He enjoys being himself, and he knows that there is no one else in the world like him. And that's easy to say now because of everything that he has accomplished, but even when he was growing up, he would say the same thing. Even when he was growing up, he still had that same mentality that he was someone. He was going to be someone. He was going to do something. And it didn't matter what the world threw at him. He kept that confidence deep inside. If you watch some of the videos on his YouTube, either from his blog or some of the interview clips that he's done, he will tell you the same thing, and he encourages others to have that same confidence in them because it doesn't matter what the world throws at you. There's no one else in this world like you, and you should embrace it. The very thing that makes him so likable is the fact that he doesn't seem to try too hard to get anyone to like him. If someone doesn't like him, that's fine. They have their own opinion, but Will Smith is going to focus his energy, focus his time on the people that do like him, on the people that love him, because he knows he himself is a gift just like you are. Now, if you aren't too terribly confident right now, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some tricks that will help you fake it until you make it. And this is a term that really only works for body language. This is not a term for you to go out into the world and pretend that you're more rich or more important than what you really may be. This term deals with body language. Fake it until you make it is a concept for you to act more confidently than what you currently feel. And once you do it long enough, it really starts to become this self-fulfilling prophecy. It helps you to feel better about yourself and can improve relationships and interactions that you have with those that are around you. And there are subtle tricks that you can practice that will also help you influence your own thought and how confident you really are, and showing this sense of confidence to those that your friends, your family, business partners, or maybe even a love interest, someone that you're interested in and you want to talk to. So that main one is you want to improve your posture. You want to stand up tall. You want to stand like a winner. Stand up straight, head tilted slightly up, and bring your shoulders back. Not like Superman though, but just relax. The next one is you want to stop fidgeting. I know a lot of us have a lot of nervous built up energy when we get bored, or maybe we're in a meeting, maybe we were bored while we're in that meeting, but fidgeting shows that you're either nervous or confused or anxious about something. So make a conscious effort to identify when you're doing these things so you can head them off at the pass. If you're sitting down and you identify that your foot is bouncing your leg up and down, make a conscious effort to identify that. Plant the soles of your feet into the ground. If you're tapping or you're clicking on a pencil or pen, bouncing your fingers on the table, take your palms and lay them face down on the table or maybe on the armrest of your chair. There are many things that people do when they're nervous or anxious about something, so just take some effort to identify these things. That way you can counteract these actions and remain more relaxed and remain more calm, and that will show an increase in your confidence level. Be interested, not interesting. Be more focused on the person you are engaged with and what the message that is being communicated to you than focusing on your own self-consciousness. Moving on, Will Smith is respectful. We all know Will Smith from the movies, but those that were born after 2005 may not know that he is also a major recording solo artist. He's recorded 4 albums, 2 of which went platinum because a lot of people like his music. It's good music, but also because he never swears in his lyrics. Now, he might have slipped up from time to time in his music or maybe on YouTube, but he makes a point to never try and swear. It makes him more easily marketable than a lot of the other rap artists out there today, but it also shows that he was raised in a good home by a strong, loving family. He was taught manners and morals and really just how to ultimately treat those that are around him. He says please and thank you, believes in a firm handshake, and will look you right in the eye when you're talking, all with that big Will Smith smile. Now, he started rapping when he was 12 years old, and he had actually, I'm gonna let Will Smith actually tell this story.
My rap book, I started writing my raps when I was about 12. So I had my book, and I wanted to be a rapper. So I had all of my curse words and my 4-letter words and everything in there. And my grandmother found my rap book. And she never said anything, and she just turned to the back page and she wrote, Dear Willard, that's my, you knew that was my real name, right? Willard, you knew that. Yeah, dear, I'll just use Will because Willard feels weird. Yeah. She said, Dear Willard, truly intelligent people do not have to use words like this to express themselves. Please show the world that you're as smart as we think you are. Love, Gigi. And from that point, I never put profanity in my rap music.
Oh, what a lovely story. That is sweet.
Now, for the most part, Will Smith is a respectful man that sons, even daughters, men and women can all look up to and try to emulate. He holds himself to a high regard, he holds his family to a high regard, and he teaches each other to respect each other as each other would like to be as well. That was a lot of each others in that sentence. I feel like that was horrible. I feel like that was bad English. The next one, he is family oriented. And as most of you know, Will Smith is married to Jada Pinkett Smith, and they have been for 22 years. But of course, they've had their ups and their downs, their disagreements, their squabbles, but for the most part, they have stuck it all out through thick and thin, helping each other to raise their 2 kids, Jaden and Willow, which all of us know, but a lot of us don't realize he had a son from his first marriage, Trey. But Will Smith puts nothing above his family and will do whatever he can to make sure that his family is well off, make sure his family is happy. And one thing that both him and Jada encourage is total and complete freedom for their kids to be whoever the hell they want to be. Teach them not to care about what other people think, not to care about what anybody does other than themselves.
Jaden, I still want to know what... I'm not sure what you're doing, buddy. What's happening here, pal?
And that is what makes him so great, his unwavering support for his family. He always makes time for the family, and many times you can watch them on this YouTube channel, Will Smith, laughing and having a great time. He does what he wants, he does what he enjoys, but his family is first, second, and always. All right, I kind of lied to you a little bit at the beginning of this video because I told you there were 5 traits we were covering, but they're actually 10. So I'm giving you some extra ones free of charge just because I like you, but because this last one discusses how Will Smith has 5 very important personality traits that work beautifully alongside each other. He's got the 5 golden traits. Yes, he does. Anyway, we're gonna edit that part out. Ow! Oh my God. wonder if I can fix this. I have no idea what this is. I'm still trying to put it up like it didn't break. Oh my gosh, she's gonna hate me. The first one is he is kind and empathetic to others consistently. He really seems to care, and when he talks to you, he really listens and makes you really feel like he understands you. The second one, when he is talking to you, he makes you feel like you are the center of his world. He makes you feel like you are the only person in the room, and for the time that you have him, he is focused on what you are saying. The third one, he is always smiling and will always look you right in the eye no matter what. When he is talking to you, he remains engaged. He looks you right straight in the eye, but not like in this weird, creepy kind of I'm looking down into your soul kind of way, but in a way that really makes you feel like he is listening to you and he's enjoying your conversation or interaction that he is having with you. The fourth one, Will comes across as extremely honest and authentic, and that is something that people can really relate to. They don't feel like he is putting up this vibe or he's putting up this front or showing a certain persona that he believes people want to see. He is honest and genuine, and what you see is always what you get with Will Smith. And the fifth one, as we all know, he is a funny guy, and we all know him for his comedy. But a great sense of humor like his is a huge advantage because people love to laugh, and he makes that happen without ever offending anyone. So it helps when he makes people more comfortable around him and enjoy his presence when he demonstrates that boisterous sense of humor that we all know Will Smith to have. So what do you think about Will Smith? Do you agree or disagree with our analysis? Did we miss anything? Let us know down below in the comments. If you're new here and you had a great time with us, hey, listen, maybe consider subscribing. That'd be cool. Join our ever-growing family. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe, give me a thumbs up. That'd be pretty awesome, if you want to. If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below. Let us know. Maybe give us some ideas on our next video. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care of each other.